50, then still going to be a sell opportunity on the pound. But right now, this is not valid at the moment. Okay, and on the other hand, yeah, these charts are showing that we are going higher. Okay, so let's look at the charts quickly one by one. So those who are looking for the bigger time frame, right? Okay, so I'm watching this chart very closely. This chart. So let's look at this chart. All right, so I'm tracking this chart really closely. This is the Terra Classic, all right, and if you know the history of this chart, then you're also tracking that chart too. So we may get a buy opportunity here. Yeah, the lower it goes, going to be best. So it's a Terra Classic, all right. So drop from $1 if you remember that. So it dropped from $1 and more like a, I mean, it's just a waste coin, you can say that. So drop from $1. So it was pegged against the dollar if you remember that. So Terra, yeah, so turned into a Terra Classic later on. So all right, so what is the potential here? The potential is that the trade can turn into 1 to 3, 1 to 4 very easily. All right, and the zero is here. All right, so you're having zero is there. Right, that's the zero. All right, and it dropped up to 1 cent. All right, 1 cent, which is 0.01. All right, and the potential here is that the trade can easily turn 1 to 3, 1 to 4, or at least 1 to 1. All right, so 1 to 1. So I'm looking for this to fall below point 1, all right, point 1, 0.01, and go up to somewhere here within these areas. So you know uh, I have to bring here. Okay, so go down towards 0. All right, so go down to within these ranges. All right, so point 0.6 to point 0.7. All right, 6, 7, 8, any the all any ranges. All right, so these ranges. All right, so 0.006 or 0.007, 0.008. Yeah, all these ranges going to be a buy opportunity, all right? And buy opportunity, which is easily can turn to, I mean, it can easily go to 20, all right? It can easily double that within couple of days or weeks, we can say that. All right, so it's a easy trade and easy easy opportunity. All right, we have done that before as well, if you remember, or if you have traded on that. And if you don't know, then you're letting it to drag below this. Okay, last time it went to uh, uh, gold against dollars has a potential to push more higher, but I don't know where you have bought it or what is your entry. So if your entry is somewhere close to 29, all right, then yeah, better to take off. Don't need to hold that. What we can see that the dollar is weaker, right? The dollar is weaker means that there is a potential that gold still can rise against the dollar for 29.50. So I'm talking about this chart, all right? It came to 1, all right, and then quickly went up to 24, all right, which is 162% rise. Yeah, so point 13, so 13 cent, 13 30, not 13 cent, all right, I mean point 13, point oh 13 cent rise we have seen here on this chart. So it's a easy trade, all right. You can even make a matrix on this trade. Matrix means that if you bought, let's say you bought here, all right, you bought here. I mean, this is still a buy opportunity at this price, even at 10. All right. So if you buy at 10, all right, and it falls lower, let's say it goes to 8, you can buy more. And if it goes to 6, you can buy more. All right. So easily can take out these trades, these long positions. Yeah, it will reverse and give you enough time to get out from these trades, because we can see that there is a zero, all right, so can go to zero because there are some people still holding that coin and wanted this coin to go back up. So still a good opportunity. Yeah, still a good opportunity to buy this chart, still having a good market cap, this coin, Terra Classic. Okay, so you're paying attention, I'm paying attention. If you are, I mean, all right. So last time when Terra Lab they bought this, we saw this aggressive move which went up to 7 cent, right? And since then it is just keep dragging lower. So it's a dead coin, okay, but still offering good opportunities. It's a dead coin, but still offering good opportunities. Okay, so Bitcoin, there's a perfect reason for Bitcoin to rise. All right. So yesterday I tried to explain that into the comment section that I'm more bullish on Bitcoin than ever before. The simple reason for being that bullish is the the US, the Trump has just you know uh, created reserves for the Bitcoins, right? And and simply USA start the trend. All right. If USA has created the reserves for the Bitcoin, we're gonna see that many countries will do that. Okay, this is going to happen. Definitely, this is going to happen. All right. And we definitely don't know what is the secret behind for creating that reserve. It's not just the Donald Trump who has created reserve. There is a lot of thinking behind that. All right, and people calling more strength on the Bitcoin. All right, and if we're going to look at the market cap. Okay, so BTC market cap. Let's just try this if you're going to get something on this. This is not a good indication. So BTC market cap is here. Okay, so 1.62 trillion. So if we do calculate some simple math, all right. So this is the this is the market cap, all right. So this is the Bitcoin market cap, and which is my pen is not working. Just a second. Let me fix my pen. Now, if you are, there are two types of trading on the crypto, right? It's either you buy them through broker, then definitely you cannot buy that and just hold with stop loss, all right? Because there are crashes which can simply stop you out. All right, so I'm talking about buying and holding them in a you know in coins without leverage. All right, so that trading is different. Like if you are trading on crypto using broker and leverage, like forex brokers. All right, so that is different than the trading and than the investing. Just saying from investing point of view, buying Bitcoin and holding them for like 3 4 years or maybe 5 years, all right, that definitely can turn into a big profit. Okay, so let me do some simple calculation, all right. So what happened here is actually the market cap is not working again. Just 1 second, let me close it properly and then. All right, so the Terra Classic is a buy opportunity. So the Terra is a good to watch. So what we are having is 1.62 trillion market cap, okay, and the price is 1.62 trillion, and the price is 80. Okay, 81. So if we double that market cap, let's say to 320, all right, then the price going to be simply 160. All right, so price needs to be at 160K. All right, and we if we multiply, let's say, I mean, I'm trying to figure it out that how much market cap we need for the Bitcoin to reach to a half million and 1 million. All right, so 1.62 and multiply by, let's say, 9, so 14 trillion. All right, so 14 trillion, at least 14 to 15 trillion dollar market cap, which is a huge. All right, so 14 to 15 trillion dollar market cap is huge. So right now we are having a $3 trillion market cap of Nvidia, and Apple is having more than that, I guess. All right, so let's check their market cap. So if I'm gonna open the Apple, okay, so there you go. So the Apple is having $4 trillion market cap. Yeah, it hit the high at the 4 trillion dollar market cap, which is a, yeah, $4 trillion market cap. So my point is that my logic is that why Bitcoin can go much higher after, the US has created the reserve, strategic reserves. Okay, so more countries will join them, and we're gonna see that more countries will create Bitcoin as their strategic reserves. So very much similar like oil reserves. If you guys know the oil reserves, US oil reserves, yeah. So what US was doing, actually, they were, when oil went higher. All right. So basically they're having these strategic reserves to control the prices. All right. So what happened here on oil, if you remember that when we got a war, all right. So when war happened in the Ukraine, oil just went up very, very aggressively. Here we can see there. All right. So oil went up and went from 60 to 129, and there where USA started to release their strategic oil reserves to bring down the prices, while other countries, what they were doing, they were, cutting the supply. The countries which produce the oil, they were cutting the supply to keep the oil prices higher, while the USA was, releasing their strategic oil reserves to bring down the prices. Yeah, so that's how they use their strategic reserves to control the oil prices, and that's what they do. So oil reserves, not just to control the oil prices, they use that for many other reasons, like having oil reserves in war. Yeah, using their reserves, or when you're having blockade from other countries, so you can use your strategic reserves. So very much similar like that kind of scenario we are having with the crypto, with the Bitcoin. Okay, so USA has created strategic reserves for Bitcoin, and what we're gonna see that the other countries soon, they're gonna pick up that trend, and they're gonna start creating their own strategic reserves. So right now, USA has bought. Trump just announced the other day that they have only bought 200,000 bitcoins. All right, and it's just the first month Trump is in the office, so we can expect that he is definitely going to buy more bitcoins. All right, so it's a government, it's not just an individual entity or individual person who is buying the bitcoin. It's the government now. Okay, and they have got a lot of money. All right, they have a lot of means. They have, you know they have unlimited money. So government is just simply who can create the money. All right, through treasuries, through issuing treasuries. They issue treasuries. All right, so treasury department, they issue treasuries. All right, people buy those treasuries and give that debt to the government, and government is having unlimited, you know amount of money, and they can buy any amount of you know uh, Bitcoin. All right, And on the other hand, we are having 21 million market cap on Bitcoin. All right, 21 million. So so USA has bought only 200,000. All right, this is a simple logic. This is just nothing, right, for them. So definitely they're gonna buy more. They're gonna buy more to control the the price of the Bitcoin. All right, and when other governments they're gonna step in, they're definitely gonna be demand. When other governments like when UK gonna step in, gonna say that they are going to create their own strategic reserves. Many other European countries like Germany, France, all right, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all right, and China. Yes, many other countries, when they're gonna step in, then definitely the supply is very limited over there, all right, and so it's gonna be very much like gold, all right. So it's gonna start behaving very much similar like gold. Gold reserve, gold prices are just keep going higher because central banks they are buying gold, all right. Central banks they are buying golds, and their trend is still not. I mean, buying a trend is still not. You know stopped, all right, or momentum hasn't lost yet since the Ukraine war, all right. Since the Ukraine war, Russians are buying more gold because they you know they are facing sanctions, all right, and they are just converting their their reserves into gold, and similarly Chinese doing that after having a bad relations with the West. So they are buying gold. So very much similar like that kind of scenario we can see here when more government going to step in, all right. After the USA, there going to be more more demand, and the price definitely going to go higher. Okay, so what's happening right now? All right, what's happening right now? Why we are having that drop? All right, so it's a very simple to understand that why that drop is happening, because there is liquidity going out from the market. All right, after having a fear from the recession. I mean, from USA, you know, Rubio was saying that the first quarter is going to be slow and second quarter going to be good, and Trump said that he's not worried about the falling. Come on! I have told you other day before the Trump came into office. I said to you guys, the yields are very higher. All right, so yields. What I was telling you when the 10-year yield was there. What I was telling you, I was telling you that guys, new government coming in. Okay, when we had this chart, when the the yield was at 480, when yield was 480, what I was telling you in the Slack, I was telling you guys, the yield is at 480, new government is coming in, all right, and they need funds, they need money to run the government operations, and they have to bring down the yields. They cannot buy, you know, they cannot borrow at such higher levels, all right. They have to bring down the yields so that they can borrow at cheap levels, all right. And that's what Trump is doing since then he's in the office, all right. Intentionally he is bringing down the the equities. He's bringing down the yields, all right, so that they can borrow at lower yields, all right, which is gonna cost them less. I mean, the borrowing cost gonna be less at lower yields. So if you are borrowing at higher yields, your borrowing cost gonna be higher, all right. So if you listen his recent interview, he gave interview yesterday to the Fox News, and he was saying that in that interview that his tariff actions brought down yields, and which is good. And he was saying that which is good for the government, all right. And I told you that this is going to happen, and it happened. All right, he brought down the yields, he brought down the equities. So yields obviously going to go down when equity is going to go down. All right, so equities cannot, I mean, yields cannot fall without rising equities, because you have to bring down the equities so that people can get out from the equities and can buy the bonds. All right, when they go into the bonds, yields goes down. So this is intentional, not unintentional. This is intentional, step by the Trump. What he did, he's just, imposed the tariffs, and those tariffs brought down the equities, and at the same time brought down the yields. All right, so the lower the yield goes means there is fear for recessions. All right, but the government going to be in good, you know good good shape to borrow more funds at lower yields. All right, and maybe you have heard that there is talks going on for the debt ceiling. Yeah, so push up the debt ceiling. I mean, to change the debt ceiling above. Right now their debt is somewhere close to 36 trillions. All right, so 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 that's the intentional drop we are having. All right, so liquidity is getting out from the market, going into the bonds, bringing down the yields. All right, and bringing down the the Bitcoin as well. Okay, so soon we're gonna see that stability gonna be over there and the trend gonna be intact. So what I guess, my guess is that this is where somewhere the US government started to buy their coins. All right, somewhere there. Okay, we got that. This is the breakout which we got, that where they bought that 200 k coins. All right, so right now we don't have any indication that this move is going to happen. All right, this move is going to happen. We don't have any indication yet. All right, not a single risk on asset is rising. If I'm going to look at the quickly going to look at the other. Okay, so similar, it's the same move. Let's just simply go to a 4. It's the same move which is just happening on the US 30. Let's open the Nasdaq there and bring down the US 30 here and the US 30. All right, and S&P 500 there. So it's the same move which is just happening across the assets. Yeah, across the, even on gold. Gold is also doing that. All right, so we are having that same move on all these assets. So very likely we're going to see that the bounce on the US 30 first, and then the rest of the assets going to start to follow that. But right now all are going into one direction. Okay, this one move, one bearish move. All right, and S&P 500 is as well, and Nasdaq 100 index as well. So there is definitely going to be a bullish move. All right, we are going to see that bullish move. Okay, and that bullish move is clearly shown by the euro dollar. Euro dollar in itself is a sign that the next bullish wave is going to come. Okay, this next bullish wave is come. When? We have to wait and see. All right, we have to wait and see for that price. How? I mean, how do I know that the next bullish wave is going to come? Let's just talk about that first. Then we're gonna comment these charts, these 4 charts. Okay, so rising euro dollar is in is itself a buy indication. It is itself a bullish indication that the next bullish move is going to come. So if I'm gonna Go and look at that. The pound, the euro, the Australian dollar, the New Zealand dollar, and we'll look at the daily, and daily chart. Okay, so if you remember that, we were waiting for that since very, very long that this move to happen. Okay, since last November, we were expecting that the reversal to happen. Okay, so last years we were expecting this move to happen. All right, this move. So yeah, so this move to happen. That move happened. All right, then a euro to from there. Okay, so euro dropped from there to there. New Zealand dollar from there to there. Again, Australian dollar from there to there. All right, so you're gonna see these, all right, lows and highs and lows. Okay, so rising euro dollar is in itself is a sign that the next bullish run is going to come on equities and bitcoins. Okay, it's a matter of time. Okay, we need just a stability, little stability, and maybe when we're gonna have a Ukraine war, peace deal agreement, that's going to be maybe that's going to be a perfect sign for these risk investors to just jump, and the tariff and the market to ignore the tariff, the impact of tariff which we have seen on the market at the moment. Okay, so here we clearly can see there is a clear, all right, so we got a risk off wave, all right, on the currencies. Bang, pound dropped, dollar went higher. Okay, why dollar went higher? Because of the Trump came into office, dollar went up. And I was saying that after the when Donald Trump going to be into the office, we're going to see a drop on the dollar. All right, and the logic behind was that because yields were higher and new government was stepping in, they need funds to run the operations. All right, and Donald Trump intentionally brought down the market to bring down the yields lower so that they can borrow more more funds. Okay, now we can see here, this is the indication, clear indication. Okay, this move, all right, basically the pound is not leading, all right, the euro is leading. All right, so we got this move, the euro is leading. Okay, euro is nicely went higher up to 70%. Okay, 70%, this top or this date. So we need to check that date. What date is that where the euro is testing? All right, this date. Okay, and this is the pound top. So pound still can push slightly high up to 30.50. That's the date. That's where we are going on these charts. All right, so pound is still lagging here within this area. That portion is still missing. All right, and euro is hitting that. Euro is hitting that portion. So, and there is a big lag. All right, big lag. There is a big lag. There is also a big lag. These two currencies have to pick up. These two currencies have to go to this date, and the date is 7th of November. And the euro is testing that 7th of November. It's a sick, yeah, but it's okay. So testing that. So this is a 7th of November, all right, and they have to go to and hit that 7th of November. All right, so pound is also tagging that 7th, and most another leg higher, and it will tag that 7th of November. Okay, so lag is here. This is the lag. All right, this is the lag. So as I said that the euro euro itself an indication that we're going to see the risk on assets, they're going to go higher. All right. Now, how I know that the equities, they're going to find a floor and they're going to go back up. All right. The Australian dollar is a risk on currency. Okay. The New Zealand dollar is also a risk on currency. So right now they are not rising. All right. These two currencies are not rising. All right. So these two currencies are clearly showing us that there is a fear of recession, all right, which is causing investor to run away from the USA. They're running from the USA, selling everything, just buying bonds, selling dollar, selling equities, all right, and running into the UK, all right. They are buying UK assets, right? They are buying European assets, all right, because we had a positive news in the Europe as well. So the fiscal, spending came from the Germany, causing the euro to go higher. All right, so they're selling where we can see that investor behavior, the where they are going. So we can see their behavior here on these charts. They are telling us where they are running after, which assets they are buying, which country assets they are running after. Let me remove everything. Okay, so this is a shift in this is we are having reversal. The reversal we waited for so long. We were waiting for that reversal since November. We are having that reversal now. Okay, let me remove these lines as well. All right, so the daily time frame here, daily time frame there. All right, so euro gone up, pound gone up. All right, kiwi is not going up. Okay, but there we can see that the euro gone up. All right, so euro gone up, pound gone up. Okay, so we saw that wave. Okay, very short move. This move. Okay, this move, very short move here on the pound as well. Okay, this sharp move, this sharp move. All right, this sharp move. Euro and then pound followed up. Euro went higher because of the fiscal spending in the Europe. All right, and then pound followed up. So what has happened here on these four charts? Actually, people sold the Australian assets, they sold the New Zealand assets, all right, they sold the Canadian assets, all right, and they sold the American assets, and they run after the UK assets because UK is not facing the tariff threats at the moment. All right, and we got a positive news from the Germany for the fiscal spending causing these. So there, where is the money going right now? So money is going into the Europe right now. So people buying those assets. All right. Okay, this is telling that where the money is going right now. Money is going into the Europe right now. Okay, so there, this is what I was. This is where we can see that where the money is going. So let me go back to the same chart, this chart now. All right, so where is that? There, there. Okay, so here is the lag. So what was the point? The point was, how do I know that the equities they're gonna rise? How do I know that the Bitcoin is a buy the dip opportunity? All right, it's a matter of time when we're gonna have a lead from one single risk on assets. Okay, and that risk on assets will lead us that the other risk on assets is forming floor and they are going to continue their bullish trend. All right, so now you understand that they are rising. Okay, so euro rising against the New Zealand dollar, or euro rising against the Australian, pound rising against the Australian, Kiwi, all right, means that the equities are falling. The higher they goes, equities are going down. All right, means that the euro is pushing, euro against the dollar pushing, going more higher. The higher the euro goes, the stronger the euro goes, the stronger the pound against the dollar goes higher. Okay, it means that they're going to be a very strong bounce off on the equities. They're going to reverse really, really quickly. All right, or the currencies which are lagging, they are set to rise really quickly very soon. All right, when they gonna follow. Okay, they obviously gonna go back to these charts. It's a matter of fact, we know that. All right, that's what we do on 3 minutes every time. All right, every single time, this is what we do on 3 minute times, on yeah, on 3 minute times. We look at the lead from the euro, then we buy the pound. All right, we look at the, when pound goes higher, we look at the New Zealand dollar to go higher. When New Zealand dollar goes higher, we buy the Australian dollar. All right, this is what we look at the 3 minute times every single day. All right, now this is not a 3 minute time, this is a daily time frame. All right, and this is showing a very, very big lag over there, and this is, the strategy is same. Either it's a 3 minute time frame or it's a daily time frame. All right, we see that lag playing out every single day on 3 minute time frame. Okay, we're going to see that lag is going to play out on daily time frame. It's a matter of time. Okay, it is going to take time, maybe 2 months, 3 months, maybe 4 months. All right, but this is going to happen. Right, we know that this is going to happen. Okay, so when we're going to see that the Australian dollar going to go back up, the New Zealand dollar going to go back up, these are risk on currencies. All right, and highly correlated with the equities. All right, especially the Australian dollar, highly correlated with the equities. When these currencies gonna go back up, right, we are going to see floor on the equities. Equities are also going to go back up. So this is a buy the dip opportunities appearing over there on the equities. Equities are going to go back up. Whatever Trump is saying, whatever is happening over there in the USA, tariff or in the UK. All right. So what we see here on these charts, they are telling us that we are going to see a very good period. Yes, or like Marco Rubio said, that the second quarter is going to be very good. All right. And these charts are showing to me that he's right. He's absolutely right. His statement is is perfectly fine and aligning with my analysis. The second quarter, which is going to start after the March or April, I guess, yeah. So that quarter is going to be really good, and prices is going to go into that direction. We are going to see risk on assets. They're going to go back up. We're going to see new all-time highs. All right, and these currencies which are under pressure right now, they have done that bad, you know, last years they have done that. So they were falling since October, all right? I mean, since October, and we were expecting this to reversal. I mean, this to reversal not since September, right? So we were selling since September, right, and expecting this reversal to happen from December, all right? December to December. In the December, we were expecting this to reverse when Donald Trump came into the office. Okay, now this is going to happen. Okay, when this is going to happen means that the other risk on the first chart. Okay, what is the first chart? Okay, no, remember this chart. I'm going to post that chart in the channel so that you can remember this chart. All right, and we can see these moves after. So what are we gonna do? What is my target chart? All right, my target, there is a slight risk for crash, and I'm little cautious just because of that flash crash, because equities are still dragging lower. All right, and acceleration can happen, and that's making me little cautious that this still can drag aggressively lower and can bounce back. Okay, this all right, this risk. Okay, so this little risk is still possible. This sharp move still possible. So my point here is that the targeted chart these two. These are the target. These are trading charts for the next couple of months. These are the charts where we have to keep close eyes. There is the money. All right, there is the money for the next 2-3 months. There is the money, guys. On these charts is the money. So what we can do, all right, so right now they're still under pressure. We can see that the Australian dollar, euro, Australian dollar, euro, New Zealand dollar, they're still rising. Okay, so causing these charts to stay elevated to the downside. Okay, what we can do, we can keep close eyes on 3 minute time frame chart at these areas, these places, and we can look for short-term buy opportunities. How to look for short-term buy opportunities on 3 minute time frame? Okay, when you see that the New Zealand dollar is pushing higher, leading, then you can buy the Australian dollar. Okay, they can take off at any time. We don't we 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 even not gonna get the time if we're not gonna track them to chase that trade. So you have to keep close eyes. They can pick up at any time. Remember when we were selling them from these areas? Okay, bang, suddenly dropped. All right, they were just keep dragging lower. All right, this move came and then again suddenly they started to pick up the euro. All right, they started to pick up the euro. If you knew that trend, then you knew that how these moves appeared over there. All right, so they were just keep falling and went up to this. So similar thing can happen. They can take off very very quickly at any time. So we have to keep very close eyes on these charts, these two charts. Okay, now let's get back to the first chart. How do I know that the risk on assets they're going to take up? So this is the chart. Let me draw and post that chart, and and keep that. This is where we are going. Okay, for next 2 to 3 months, this is where we are heading. All right, so I'm expecting euro to climb more higher up to 112. It easily can go to 112. All right, before I was expecting a correction. All right, I share that chart. I'm still expecting a correction to appear over there, but we may not see that correction, guys. And it can just continue to keep pushing more higher. The trend is pretty sharp, pretty strong. Okay, now remember, keep this chart in your mind all the time. Don't forget this chart. This is a go-to chart. This is a chart which we need to keep in our mind all the time before we trade. All right, and we need to know that which direction we need to trade. If we are selling the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we're not going to get a big move to the downside. All right, we're not going to get a big move. A small uh, 3 minute trade can appear over there. All right, but we're not going to get a big drop over there. All right, except a flash crash. If flash crash happens, then we can retest the test the lows again. All right, because what flash crash gonna do? Flash crash gonna push the euro, Australian dollar, euro New Zealand dollar, pound Australian dollar, pound New Zealand dollar higher aggressively. Okay, so your flash crash means equities to fall sharply lower. Okay, if they fall sharply lower, then those pairs gonna go higher. Means euro dollar gonna rise higher, pound dollar gonna rise higher. Okay, they're gonna rise aggressively higher. Okay, so right now a euro dollar is playing as a safety. Euro dollar is a safety now. Euro dollar is playing as a safe haven. Again, same problem. All right, so just a second, let me fix this. I think when I move that my pen, then we get that problem. So I need to check that later on. All right, so I have posted that chart. So this is the chart which you need to. So the spread, the divergence between the pound, euro, Australian dollar, and New Zealand dollar gonna get more wider. All right. If we see flash crash, if equities crash to the downside, then the spread, the divergence between these four currencies gonna get even CAD. Okay, these five currencies gonna get more wider. Okay, but euro, rising pound, they're suggesting that the wider that divergence is going to be, the quicker the reversal going to be, the sharper we're going to get that reversal. All right. All right. So, I mean, if this goes higher aggressively and this goes down, means that the euro Rs, euro Kiwi, pound Rs, pound Kiwi, they are rising. All right, means that more fear, more recession fear, equities are falling. Okay, then this is gonna do like this and quickly gonna reverse back up. We have seen that before as well. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at this, okay, there. Okay, there is the example. So there we saw the crash, the flash crash. Okay, the crash happened last year. This was the flash crash. Okay, we saw that on the pound. Where is the pound? This is the pound. Okay, this risk is there, but that doesn't mean that we don't know what is the direction of the market. We know the direction. We know where it is going. What are the moves market is going to do? Okay, last time. Okay, what happened here? This is the crash, all right? And and this is the crash. Okay, what happened here on the pound? This is the crash. What happened on pound? Small dip. Not a small dip, but on daily time frame, almost a 100 pip move came over there. Okay, but that's the trend. Bang, went higher. All right, so similar crash, flash crash, bang, short move. All right, and euro was even well ahead. Then euro was going to the opposite. Okay, there euro was rising even on that flash crash. Euro was playing as a safety, this move. Okay, and then went higher quickly. So others they caught up. Okay, now let's look at the wix. Where was the wix when that flash crash on 5th of August 2024 happened? Right, I'll add that there. Okay, I'll add that this chart. Okay, so I'm going to add the the let's just add the Nasdaq 100 index on a daily time frame, and and all right, and wix. Okay, there is the wix. Okay, this is the crash when the 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 carry trade wind up. Okay, at this area. Look at this, where the wix gone. Wix gone up to. Let's just make it a bigger. Let's make that bigger too. 24. Okay, so that's where the flash crash happened here. All right, so VIX went up to 65 when carry trade wind up, and this is making me problem. It's not letting me type. Okay, so flash crash happened. We saw that the VIX went up to 65. Okay, VIX went up to 65, and equities went from 20 to 20,800 to 7,300. All right, so we saw that when we had that crash. Okay, now there is again a risk. Okay, I'm not I don't think so we're gonna have that crash. Okay, because market is very much clear now. Euro is smoothly rising, pound is smoothly rising. Soon we're gonna see that they're gonna be a floor on the equities, and they're gonna start jumping for the next move up. Okay, and the yield and the VIX, which is at 30, gonna start falling to the downside. All right, so now let's get back to the first chart. All right, so what was the first chart? How do I know? Okay, if I'm gonna go and make these charts correct now, and we know that what is happening. Okay, we know that what is coming. There is no uh, confusion. Okay, we know that what is coming. We know that the risk on move is coming. Okay, the very strong risk on wave is ahead. We know that that's happening. Okay, now let's get back to the first chart. Okay, after having this move, we know that this is coming. Okay, we know that this is coming, and New Zealand dollar and this, they are right. They are going to rise. Okay, and their risk on currencies. Okay, now we're gonna look at these charts. Okay, okay, they are also going to rise. It's a matter of time. We are going to see this move. Right, Australian dollar is about to rise. Is going to follow the correlation, which is the euro. Euro is leading. All right, all right, and these assets, they are going to rise. All right, these are going to rise. So this move, the Bitcoin Nasdaq 100 index is going to rise. We're going to see that the Bitcoin is also going to rise and going to tag that top, or possibly we're going to see that they break through that top. Okay, these are the setups. Okay, we can see this is going to happen. Okay, we know that this is going to happen. Okay, so what? Okay, and from another technical point of view, now let's look at another technical point of view. All right, so if I'm gonna apply the drawdown, okay, if I'm gonna apply the drawdown on these charts, drawdown on the drawdown on the Nasdaq index, we can see that the drawdown is 12%. Okay, so I'm gonna find a drawdown here. Okay, so the drawdown is 26%. All right, and let me check how much draw we are having from there to there. Right, 28%. All right, so 29%. So the drawdown is showing that 2620. Yeah. Okay, and the drawdown here is 6% on the US 30. Yeah, so 6%, more than 6% drawdown. And the drawdown here, okay, so we are having 8% drawdown on the, okay, so drawdown 29%. This is the drawdown. Okay, maybe you guys, okay, this is the drawdown. We drop from that 8%. All right, so 7-8% we drop from there to here. So we are having almost let's just remove that and draw the drawdown from there to here. 14%. Okay, so we are having a 14% drawdown. 14% drawdown, 29% drawdown, 8% drawdown, okay, and 10% drawdown here. Okay, so there, if we see another 3-4% drop, okay, there's gonna be a panic. There's gonna be a panic in the White House. Definitely, there's gonna be a panic. Okay, last time when we saw the drawdown when Biden was in, it was 17%. Okay, 17%, and we are already reaching to that 14%. Okay, 14% drawdown is just happening over here. Okay, another couple of percentage drop, they're going to be panic. So this is less likely. Okay, less likely. Even if that happens, all right, even if that happens, okay, what the Australian dollar and the euro dollar and the pound dollar charts they're pointing, we are going to see this move. So this is a buy the dip opportunity. Okay, so right now we don't have any risk on assets which is leading us except the euro pound. They are playing as a safe haven right now. But risk on asset, when I say risk on assets like New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, or US 30, all right, if they rise first, US 30 rise started to go higher quickly for upside, is going to be a sign for us that the other risk on assets also going to rise, like Nasdaq 100 S&P 500, all right, US Russell 2000, all right, and Australian New Zealand dollar, they are going to rise. Euro is going to fall against the Kiwi Uzi, yeah, against the Kiwi Uzi, and pound is going to fall against the Kiwi Uzi, pound going to fall against the CAD, yeah. Then we're going to see quick again sharp drop, and gold going to go back up, euro going to rise against the gold going to rise against the gold. Okay, so this is going to come. Now you need to keep in your mind that what is happening, all right, and where the opportunities are appearing over there. Now I'm gonna quickly look at the charts one by one, just to let you know that you understand them. Okay, so let me remove that now. Okay, now you understand that what we are going to see. Okay, we are going to see buy the dip opportunity. There is going to be a buy the dip opportunity. Okay, the lower it goes, we're gonna have a buy the dip opportunity. So Bitcoin is going to go back up. Okay, and we know that there is no confusion. It's a matter of time. The trade is very much clear. The opportunity we waited so long is going to happen. All right, so this is also going to go back up. All right, this is also going to go back up. Okay, so US 30 also going to go back up. The lower it goes, right? I'm not into these trades yet. Okay, I'm not long yet. All right, but waiting for a perfect time, perfect entries. All right, and the lower they goes is good for us to buy them at lower. Okay, so Nasdaq, S&P 500, all right, so they are bullish now. Slightly can drag more lower, as said that the lower it goes is going to be good, but we are going to see bullish. Okay, I'm ignoring the US 2000 and it's more weaker, but definitely we can expect it to go back up to like others. Okay, and wicks to go down. All right, and wicks to go down. And US 30, all right, the the dollar index, we might get a little, you know, let me make it clear on this chart. Okay, we may or may not get a pullback on the dollar, and dollar can just continue to keep crashing all the way to that low. Just make sure you're clear on this. Okay, the logic and the reason why I'm expecting that pullback to happen. Okay, the logic is very much simple here on this chart. Based on these charts, I'm expecting that to happen based on these charts. Okay, they're already on the daily time frame. Okay, this is the logic behind the pullback on the dollar. Okay, so what we are, and which is lagging, the Australian dollar is lagging, New Zealand dollar is lagging against the euro, lagging against the pound. Okay, when they gonna pick up, when they gonna start rising, all right, we are waiting for them to rise. Okay, when they gonna rise, okay, when they gonna rise, we're gonna see these charts, they're gonna fall too. Okay, and they're gonna fall very, very quickly, very, very aggressively. They're gonna fall too. Okay, and this is also a, you know good chart to keep in your mind. Okay, let me make it a decent you know drawing of this. All right, so that you can have that chart too for your reminder. Okay, what is the logic behind the pullback on the DXY? So they're supposed to get more lower. Okay, let me find the exact high and lows on these charts, up to which level they can fall when the drop gonna come. All right, this is the place where we are heading. Okay, this is the place, this is the place where we are heading. That's the place. Okay, now I need to find that place here, this place. Okay, this is the place. Okay, we find that this is where we are heading. Okay, these are the lows, these are the highs. All right, this is the lows. These are the lows, right? These are the lows. Okay, so we are heading higher. Okay, we are going higher. Okay, so I'm not going to draw arrow on that because they are already leading. I'm going to draw other arrow on them. Okay, this is our lead. These are our leads. Okay, and the pickup, the laggers are these. Okay, they have to pick up to this area. Okay, up to this area where the currency is, where the euro is right now. Okay, already we drawn that on the other chart. Okay, so this is the place where we are going to go. This place. This place. Okay, I need to find that place here on these charts here. Okay, this date. Right, so this date. This date. All right, so this drop. Okay, we can fall up to this low. All right, up to this low. Okay, so all right, so what we are having right now, so these pairs were leading. Okay, these pairs were leading. They were rising, they were rising, they were rising, they were rising sharply. Okay, then we saw that the euro caught up. Okay, the pound caught up. The euro is breaking that top. Okay, we already broke these tops. We gone much higher. All right, and we are expecting euro to break that top, go beyond 112 longer term. We're expecting euro to go beyond. Yeah, so this target is shown by these charts. All right, and this target is 134 in coming days is shown by these charts. Whereas your pound and euro. Okay, so I just mixed up. All right, so we gone much higher, much higher. Okay, so euro is going to break through that 112 in coming days. Okay, this is a longer term picture. This is longer term picture. Okay, it's a clear. I mean that what is the target for longer term? Okay, but here we may see a pullback. Okay, a pullback like that pullback. Okay, when we're gonna see that they're gonna pick up, they're gonna catch up. Okay, then we're gonna see drop here. All right, we're gonna see drop here. They're gonna drop then quickly. Once they're gonna drop, we're gonna see a pullback here. All right, pullback here. All right, the pullback gonna come. Okay, this pullback gonna come. Is this the pullback? Is this the pullback right now? We don't know because we haven't got a drop yet here. We're gonna see drop here first. They're gonna drop first. Okay, they're gonna drop first, and then we're gonna see that they're gonna go into the corrections. Okay, they're gonna go, these two pairs, they're gonna go into the corrections, and these pairs gonna catch up quickly. Okay, so the pullback is expected over there based on these charts. Okay, because they're gonna go down. They have to go down. Okay, why they have to go down? These charts are showing us that they are set to rise. All right. Okay, so the correction is due. Correction is expected. Okay, the rise is, we are expecting the rise here. All right, and drop here. So that's the reason I'm saying to you guys, you're paying more attention here on these charts. These are good opportunities. You can still, they're rising. Okay, but once they're gonna drop really quickly. Okay, and we're not gonna get enough time to get into the trades. You have to keep close eyes, very close eyes to chase these charts. Okay, these trades are coming. These trades are coming. We are going to see these trades as we are going to see these moves. So we are going to see those trades. Okay, so that's the reason. That's my logic that we're gonna see that pullback. That pullback can come or may not come. Maybe that pullback can come after dropping a little and then can come, right? But that pullback is going to come. All right. So dollar CAD is also going down. Okay, but there is a risk at the moment for the more tariffs or new government is coming. Maybe they're going to call the elections. All right. So risk is elevated for upside as well. But yes, longer term we are expecting it to go down. Dollar has already dropped. The CAD is more weaker. All right. So this chart is very much similar like the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. If they go higher, this is definitely going to go down. Okay, so this is definitely going to go down. So paying attention on all these charts. Euro, as said that correction, but continue to keep rising. Pound correction, all right, but continue to keep rising. I don't think so. I need to talk about these anymore a lot. You understand that now, all right? We are paying attention on all these lows. We are paying attention because one of them going to be floor and bang on. We're going to continue to keep rising really sharply. Okay, same on this. And gold is also a bullish. All right, gold is not a best opportunity at the moment, guys. Okay, so against the dollar it can continue or can fall. All right, or can fall, and before we're gonna see, so maybe can continue. So it's not a good opportunity at the moment. No. Okay, what I see, yeah, so this is also not a good opportunity. Okay, what we are expecting, may break through and continue, all right, or we can get a deeper pullback before we rise, because we are expecting Australian dollar to rise. When Australian dollar gonna rise, this is gonna fall to the downside, gonna get a deeper, all right, and similar gonna be can happen over there on the New Zealand dollar. All right, so if New Zealand dollar rise against the dollar, okay, that can drag more lower, very much similar like the euro. All right, your this chart very much similar like that. So there where I am expecting a buy opportunity, I'm paying attention very closely on this chart. Okay, I'm expecting it to bounce off really hardly for upside. Okay, reason is again same why I'm expecting it to go for upside. Euro to fall against the Australian dollar, against the New Zealand dollar. Okay, pound to fall against the, right, and if and equities to bounce off. All right, this is a similar trade like the equity, same trade. If equities goes higher, this will also go higher. Bitcoin goes higher, this will also gonna go back up. Okay, so I'm paying attention very closely whenever it goes down. All right, and looking for a buy opportunity there, and same trade on this chart. All right, so they are slowing down. Okay, they are slowing down the drop because pound is rising. Okay, right, this euro is rising, causing these pairs to continue to keep dragging lower. All right, it doesn't make sense these to rise when they are rising. Once they will go into the correction, bang on, we're gonna see aggressive breakout here like this. Okay, and they're going to go back up, and this is what we are anticipating when we're watching real closely every time when they goes down. So I'm expecting silver to go back up too. All right, okay, very much similar like gold it's behaving, but go much higher. Copper, all right, so copper I'm away from the copper. All right, dollar CAD very much similar, it's also going down. All right, chart I have already shared that it's dropping. Yes, a much drop, right? So more drop on the the dollar shape. Yes, a pullback is happening right on lower time frame. We are tracking that. And pound CAD, okay, pound CAD is going more higher, and paying attention very closely. These are the charts, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, these 5 charts we are paying attention because they're going to be more potential when they're going to drop. Right now they are not dropping. We are waiting patiently. The pound is still rising. Okay, so the higher it goes means that there is a fear for recession. All right, and the inflation is falling. Okay, so it goes higher every time, and we see that it's basically divergence between the Canada and the UK. That's showing the divergence. Okay, last time when it went up to that price, okay, this area, 2016. Okay, every time when we saw a crisis, pound went up against the CAD. All right, March 20, March 2020, okay? Yeah, so went up. So eventually, when CAD gonna pick up, it will go down. It will definitely go down. So we just need a little, good news, a small good news, okay? Like I mean, the peace deal is not a small news, okay? Peace deal gonna be a big news, which can drive them lower. Okay, so every time when it goes higher, paying attention, watching very, very closely, and looking for them to drop. All right, this pound to drop against the CAD, pound to drop against the New Zealand dollar. So paying attention on this chart closely too. They are rising. We are not in a hurry. Okay, we know that they're gonna drop. All right, and waiting for them to stop falling really quickly. Yeah. So every time I I already know that this is gonna go down. Okay, this one more leg is going to come up to this area. I already know that. How do I know that? Okay, because this chart has reversed, right? Okay, this chart we saw that this move is coming over there. You see that this is a 1 hour move. Okay, Australian dollar has already picked up against its chief. Means that Australian dollar has to drop against the euro. Make sense? All right. And once this goes down, then we're gonna see that 1 hour lag lower. Okay, this one hour lag is pretty sharp for upside. Okay, pretty sharp for upside. But this correction is coming. Okay, maybe very much similar like that, or maybe sharp. Let me make it more clear for you guys. Okay, let's that invert. Okay, I previously shared as well that chart, and we got that correction. We did not saw a big drop, but we saw that correction. Okay, so this is being shown already here. The next move of the market. Okay, correction, correction. Next leg down, right? Next leg down. So this is making mess. Okay, next leg down. All right, so we bounced back. All right, so we supposed to bounce back here too. Yeah, so this is leading already. Yeah, so that's why you are paying attention really closely at these tops on the top of the euro Oz, top of the pound Oz, top of the euro kiwi, top of the pound kiwi. All right, so I understand that it's slightly risky to counter them. Okay, but you never know when they drop quickly to the downside, so you won't be able to catch that top. So you're paying attention and and looking them really closely to so that you can catch the top. Okay, so same here, same 1 hour move. All right, so same 1 hour move, like previous one or a short one. Okay, like we saw here on the Uzi chief, or like we saw on the Kiwi chief. Okay, or like we saw on the Euro chief. All right, Euro chief went higher. I'm ignoring these charts. All right, I'm ignoring this. Okay, so here is the point. Here is another point. Okay, here is another point to understand that. Okay, what's happened here? What's happening here? The euro went higher very, very aggressively. Bang on. What this chart is telling. Okay, this chart is telling us that the euro is rising, the pound is falling. Okay, but we don't see pound is falling. We don't see pound is falling. All right, this is the only chart which is just showing that the pound is falling. All right, and we don't have any other chart which is telling us that the pound is. Let me go on a different chart. The pound line charts. Just a second, I have to find. So it's yes, this chart. Okay, so there. The only chart which is telling us that the pound is falling. So there where we can see the lead actually that the euro has to fall. And when euro gonna go down, there gonna be a sell opportunity on the pound. Okay, so let's try the daily time frame. Yeah, let's go to the 4 hour time frame where you're gonna see much clearly. Okay, you see there? Okay, you see that red line? This red line, this red line is showing. Just a second. Do you see that red line? That's the euro pound. That's the pound euro. Okay, inverted that. I have inverted that chart. That's the pound euro. Okay, basically the only chart which is telling us that the pound is falling against the euro. Pound is going down against the euro. The only chart. All right, the only chart which is telling that the pound is falling against the euro. So hopefully you understand that the rest of the chart is rising. All right. So so what that chart is telling me, that chart is telling me that euro right now is rising. Okay, I'm gonna close that. Okay, hopefully you got the. I'm gonna close that and close without that. So euro pound. Okay, so this chart is rising. So this is basically telling me that euro is rising, pound is falling. All right. Basically, this chart means that the pound is lagging behind the euro. All right. This chart is telling that the euro is the pound is lagging behind the euro. Okay. Not sure if you understand that or not. Right. So euro went higher, pound is falling. So this is telling us that the pound still has to rise. Okay, if we go back to that chart, the chart which I have shown you here, okay, this little lag still can appear over there. Okay, that's what that chart is telling us. Hopefully you understand that. Okay, this, you see that this is the most testing that date, 7 November, but this chart hasn't tested that 7 November. Means that this chart is still behind the euro, still lagger. All right, I hope that makes sense now. And it has to catch up the euro. That's how we can understand that what is the lead, which chart is leading. All right, so euro is leading. Okay, some of you struggle how to find a lead, which is the lead. So euro is rising, pound is going down against the euro, means that the pound is behind. Pound has to follow the euro. Australian dollar has to follow the euro. New Zealand dollar has to follow the euro. That's why euro has gone up against these three currencies, but hasn't these three currencies hasn't gone behind the euro yet. They have go behind the euro. When they go after the euro, you're gonna see that the euro gonna go weaker against these currencies. Okay, and the pound against the chief can go up and then can fall. Yeah, this is going against the euro pound. Okay, may go up and then again can fall aggressively like this. Okay, but this is not a chart we are watching at the moment. All right. So euro chief yen, I'm not watching. All right. So here is the indication on these charts. All right. The indication. I'm gonna go to the quickly check. The indication is that we may see a bounce off. Okay. We may see this move. This move is coming. All right. This move is coming. Euro has already gone up. Okay. We tested that low. We tested that low, and we gone back up. Is a lead. Okay, so euro is clearly a lead that what is going to happen on the yen pairs. Okay, so pound can go after the euro. It can go up. All right, it can hold that and can go up. All right, so similarly, dollar yen made the move. Okay, we may not see the whole move. Okay, we may not see the whole move, and dollar yen can go back up like the euro yen. All right, and CAD yen also can go after the euro yen. Okay, the moves all already done the leg. Okay, similar the Australian dollar. Okay, what we saw on the Australian dollar US dollar chart, they are lagging. They're set to rise. They are set to go after the euro. Okay, when they go after the euro, then they're gonna rise across the market. All right, then this will also go back up. We're not gonna see more downside. Okay, this is what they're setting for. So the move is done on the yen pairs. Okay, and the kiwi is lagging. Okay, the kiwi can go back up too. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to ignore that and going to look at the EuroCAD. Okay, so EuroCAD also going to go down. Very much similar like the other Euro pairs. All right, don't need to talk about that a lot. And CAD Chief can go back up. All right, CAD Chief can go back up. This is what I'm looking at the daily time frame just to give you the direction what is going to to come next. All right, and and European equities. Okay, I'm not you know. All right. So not looking at the European equities, they are overbought, right? They may fall or may not fall. So I'm not looking at them at the moment. I do have so many opportunities in front of me, just building up. We just need to focus on them. All right. So oil went below that. I mean, tested that low, and we may see some bounce back to the high from these lows on oil. Okay, oil is testing a very old support, right, which is at 60, 63, 65, 60 area. So we may see a bounce off on oil. Okay, and yields, they are falling finally. Okay, they can continue to keep dragging lower. US 2-year yields is going down. If it continues to keep falling, right? If this yield goes down there, test that low. Okay, if yield test that low, that means the DXY is going to visit this area. Understand that, all right? Okay, so dollar index is still a lagger. If 2-year yield continue to keep falling, okay, then dollar is definitely going to continue to keep. You see that how easy it is to look at the charts if you understand the risk on risk off. All right, so what's playing out right now? Is it playing risk on or risk off? Which assets they have playing as a risk on, and which assets they are playing as a risk off? All right, and which is leading, which is lagging? The rest of the market just becomes so much easy if you understand that the risk on risk off. All right, euro playing as a safe haven, and euro is a risk on and safe haven, both features. Euro having both features. All right, and 10-year yield as well. Okay, so 10-year yield. If 10-year yields continue to keep falling, DXY is we know that these yields are going down. Okay, because charts are leading. Some charts are leading. Okay, so the stocks, they are also going to be a buy opportunity. All right, and I'm going to remove that. We are not having bottom yet. All right, floor is not there yet. Okay, but this is obviously going to be a buy opportunity, very much similar like last time. All right, so we got a nice bounce off on the Nvidia, and then we got a tariffs and then dropped. All right, so Apple also gonna be a buy, but time is not there yet for buying the dip. Okay, we're gonna go back up on them. If Nasdaq go back up, then obviously these individual charts they're gonna go back up. All right, that's our and Tesla. I'm gonna look at the Tesla. So Tesla is making headlines. All right, so I wouldn't be surprised if Tesla continued to keep falling towards 100. All right, because Elon Musk is watching the Doge. Okay, and his target is to save $1 trillion. Okay, and so many people's being laying off. They are laying off so many people's. All right, and he's the main target for everything. All right, politicians targeting him, saying that he's de facto president. He is telling Trump what to do. All right, and he's paying the price. All right, he's paying the price. And I wouldn't be surprised that if Tesla continued to keep falling towards that 1 or 2. Right. Obviously, if it goes down to that much low, then the equity is going to be under pressure too. Equity is going to go down to slightly, maybe 2, 3, 4%. All right. But I wouldn't be surprised that if the Tesla continue to keep sliding all the way to that low, guys. All right. So yeah, that's it. There's not much left. We know that what has happened, what is coming next. All right. And we are trading into that direction. We just need to be patient. All right, and that's the direction of the market for next 3 to 4 months. All right, what's the direction? Weaker dollar. All right, and risk on currencies, risk on currencies to rise, and risk on assets to find a floor and continue to keep rising. All right, okay, so I think enough. Yeah, enough. I was watching the market, so I'm not watching the market anymore. Yeah, and had a you know overview of the market. So that's the overview. Okay, that's the overview, and that's what we need to watch, guys. Right? We already know that what is going to happen in next 2 to 3 months. We just need to prepare and need to trade into that direction. Okay, and not need to and don't need to miss the opportunities. We're not gonna counter that. All right. I mean, we're not gonna buy the dollar for longer term. We only can buy the dollar for short term, like 3 minutes, if lead and lag appears over there, and we are longer term selling the dollar. All right, longer term selling the dollar specifically against the risk on currencies, specifically against the Australian dollar and against the New Zealand dollar. All right, and if they goes higher, then obviously we are expecting the the dollar the CAD to gain. Yeah. So make sure you keep in your mind that there is still a risk for flash crash. Why I say that? Because don't trade without stop loss. Your stop must be over there. All right. If flash crash happens, you are out. Okay. And next trade. If you're gonna if you're gonna trade without stop loss, you're gonna get trapped in a bigger drawdown. All right. And that's what you don't want. All right. If you're gonna get a bigger drawdown, you won't be able to catch the next good opportunities. All right. So for catching the next good opportunities, you must have a buying power, not a drawdown. Okay. So buying the Australian dollar, buying the New Zealand dollar, there must be a stop loss. Just protect yourself from the drawdown. All right. Okay. So any question? Any question, guys? Okay. So let's just stop here and let's watch it and let's track the market. Okay. I'm gonna stop this stream, and we'll see if I'll get enough time. We'll live tomorrow again. Okay? Thank you.